Hi, good afternoon. This is Scott Fortunoff, president of Studioe Fabrics. I'm here today at the secret location in Greenville, South Carolina to show you the newest collections from Studioe that we're going to be releasing before Quilt Market around May 1st, and then of course we'll be showing those at Quilt Market as well. There are 13 collections in this assortment, and they ship from October to January 2020, October 2019 to January 2020. Before we start, I just wanted to mention two things. We have this beautiful peppered cottons quilt that we're going to put up in auction and use the money for my sewing machine giveaway. And right here, this is All American Road Trip, and we still have this line in stock. It's really fun, Americana, and really came out nice. So let's get it going. Here we go. We got Boho Blooms by Nancy Archer. And this one is fun. We haven't done any dolls in a while. And I think we're going to probably see more of those. We have Charlotte Gould in the works. If you recall, I did a video of her. But here you have the engineered print with all the instructions and everything you need to make the doll. And then we have some coordinates to go with it, a paisley, some birds, little florals. And then we have this. This is cute. It's meant to be a quilt for the doll. So this is a panel. It's a 36-inch panel. It could also be used, you'll see on the back of the card, I have a free project that uses this panel as well. So here we have little images of the dolls, some more little flowers and ditsies, and then we have a stripe, and of course we have our just colors and peppered cottons that go very well with this collection. On the back, we'll just show you an enlarged version of the quilt, so that's this. And then we show you the doll, so you'll see the actual size. And then on the back, we show you the stripe, so you can see how many rows you're going to get. Everyone always likes to know how many rows in case they're planning a project. And of course, on the back, we have the free project. This is Boho Blooms. This one is by Heidi Pridemore, and it is 62 by 62. So that is Boho Blooms by Nancy Archer. Oh, I forgot to mention, it ships, it's 12 SKUs and ships in December. Here we have Color My World. This is a new designer first, JVP Creations. This is a 10 SKU collection and ships in January of 2020. This is really fun, nice little watercolor group with cute little novelties. Here you have a block print. These blocks are 7 1/4 by 8 1/4 approximately. Little cars, just little paint splotches, more just an all-over print with some little animals, snails and birds, your mopeds and motorcycles, elephants, a little swirl, the just color that goes with the line, another coordinate with the elephant, and then of course you have a stripe over here. So let's see what's on the back. Nothing there. And then we have your stripe again, so you can see how many rows you're going to get. Here's an enlarged version of the block. So again, these are 7 1/4 by 8 1/4, and that's right here for this, so that worked out perfectly for the video. And we have this lovely quilt on the back, and this one was created by Heidi Pridemore. That's Color My World by JVP Creations. A new digital line. This is Epic Owls, and it's by Kayoma Harai. This is going to be digital. We're going to be printing it in Pakistan. 11 SKU collection, and due in the month 11, which is November. And here you have it. It's really sweet. I mean, owls are still hot for sure. So here you have the 24-inch panel, and inside these blocks here are 10 by 10. You have the scenic with all the critters, the night sky with the moon, which is really lovely, the baby owls, really soft and cute, and then we have the all-over owls on blue with the butterflies, more butterfly all over the sky, owls, some more colorful flowers, and then you have, I guess this is a stripe, and then you have a little blender and a couple peppered cottons that work with the line. And here we have the stripe, so you can see how many rows you're going to get. This is going to show you working out really well again, the actual size of the blocks, and this one is 10 by 10. And then of course on the back we have our free project, which uses the block print right there. So that is Epic Owls by Kayoma Harai, and this is a digital print in Pakistan and ships in November. Chelsea Design Works has a lot of collections going, and they're doing really nicely, so we're happy about that. And this one is called Flamingo Beach. This is a 13 SKU collection and ships in January of 2020. So this is really fun and tropical, and makes me want to be on vacation. But here we go. We got the lovely flowers, the leaves, the flamingos, of course, all different fruit. We got strawberries, watermelons. You got your surfboards, another flower, and of course the lead design is a 36-inch panel of the flamingo, which is a great design. You could just throw something on the back, and it's used in the free project, so you can see that as well. Then we have our really colorful and fruity drinks, which are definitely appetizing. are lemons, which are trending now, and pineapples, which are trending, and bananas, and kiwis are not so trending, but they're in there too. And then you have our free projects. Here's one. This looks like a peace quilt, Flamingo Beach, designed by Denise Russell. And then you have one using the panel in the center. So that is Flamingo Beach by Chelsea Design Works. And now we're going on a run of Charlotte Fultz, 3 in a row for this release. So she must be exhausted. I know I'm going to be exhausted when I'm done doing these 3. So here we have Hello Spring. This is by Charlotte Fultz. This is 11 SKU collection, and looks like it's shipping in December. Hard to read. Someone wrote on it. And here we have your little block print, little swirly all over, little bunnies playing, the Easter eggs, and then you have your just color that really goes quite well with this line. And the lead print, which is the panel. This one is 24 inches. Some peppered cottons that go with it. I mean, look how nice that true cheddar really complements this collection. And then we have the bunny all over, more of the Easter eggs, little sunflowers, your stripe, and a little butterflies in the sky, and finally some just color basics to add to the collection. And then here we have the free project. This one uses the panel right in the center, and then it has some items around it. And then you have your stripe, so you know all the rows you're going to get. And then this is showing you the actual scale of the prints inside. So that is number 1 of the Charlotte Fultz trio. This is Hello Spring. Number 2, Lost in Space, also by Charlotte. 10 SKU collection, ships in October. This is fun for boy and girl. I'm thinking it's a little more boy, but these days boys and girls are doing a lot of the same things. So here we go. So you got Out of This World, blast stuff, little block, alternating blocks. We have a great star, black and white, all these little aliens and the planets, some words, some peppered cottons that go with this line, and the master print is a 24-inch panel with all the little cute critters and the rockets. Stars in 3 colors, shooting stars, and then you have some more planets and some more funky-looking creatures that are really cute. And then we have our stripe and some just colors that work with this collection. Here is the scale of the panel, so you could see the actual size. And then we show you the layout of the block print and the stripe, so you know how many rows you're going to get. And of course, we have a free project, and this one uses the panel right in the center. And that's number 2 from Charlotte Fultz, Lost in Space. Last but not least from Charlotte Fultz, Love is Forever. She could say that again. 12 SKUs. This one ships in November. And here we have it. So this is, getting ready for Valentine's. So here we have it. This is a 12-inch repeat. These are just, words in alternating blocks. Your arrows down here in 2 colorways. Hearts in 2 colorways. And, of course, your lead print. This one is not a 36 or 24-inch panel. It's a 30-inch panel. I love it when Karen does that to me. Always so fun. Little heart print, another heart print, a stripe, just color and peppered cottons that work well with this one. You got your words and your little hearts again, and then a paisley in both pink and red. So pink and red, definitely getting ready for Valentine's Day. And then we have your stripe, so you know how many rows, the actual scale of the panel. And then finally, we have a quilt. This one looks like a lot of fun. This is Love is Forever. This one is designed by Heidi Pridmar. So that is it in the trifecta for Charlotte Fultz. This is Love is Forever. So Hold Your Horses was the line before this. This is Kathleen Hill, and this one is called Running Free. This is a 15 SKU collection. This one ships in October. Kathleen's first line was similar. She's big on horses, and she did another horse line. We did very nicely with the first one, so we're happy to have her back. So here we go. You have the block print, and you get all these different blocks. The blocks measure 9 by 9.5. This is reduced 51%, just to give you an idea. Love this little kind of stripe up here of the horses running in the water, really nice. And here you have a little kind of paisley with some horses on it. Like a little plaid or check in there. And then we have paisley. We have the horses running on the beach. And then you have your master print, which is the panel. This one is a 24-inch panel. And then some just colors that really go nicely, the browns and camel colors. More of the horses in the water, some paisleys, a stripe, a little plaid, and then more of your horses on the little check print. And then we have these kind of hexagons with horses inside, the packed horses, the paisley, the plaid, the peppered cottons that go really nice with this line. All the shades of brown and gray work really well, and blue. And then finally we have your stripe, which is a little bit different. It doesn't say what size the blocks are here, but we should probably get that. Let's see. And then here on the back, we're giving you the actual scale of the panel, so you can see how big the horse is, showing you the stripe. So see, this is a little bit of a different stripe, and we could get the size of that for you. So work on that. And then finally, we have a free project, and this one is using the panel right in the blocks in the center, and it's really nicely done. And this one is by Heidi Pridemore. And then finally on the back, we're showing you how big these blocks are, so it works out very nicely. That is Running Free by Kathleen Hill. This one ships in October. So we have Sonya. Sonya is a new 108 line. Very glad to have her. She is a 4 SKU collection that ships in November. And it's very Picasso-ish, says Vanessa. This one is also by Chelsea Design Works. And here you can see the actual scale and what it's really going to look like. So this should be fun. And that's a new 108. And that's Sonya. Another Chelsea Design Work, very prolific. She's giving Charlotte Fultz a run for her money. 13 SKU collection, ships in January. This one is called Sweet Perfume. Really beautiful collection. So here we have the 24-inch panel. There's all different blocks. We probably should put on the actual card what size each block is, which we don't have there. Beautiful flowers on black. As you know, everything on black really shines. And here we have more of the butterflies made with the flowers. We have the tonals in the turquoise and the purple. Really fun stripe. The all-over toss with the butterflies and the flowers. And then we have the more of the same. We did the black ground on the butterfly-looking flowers, and then the little flowers on pink and green, and the little butterflies. And then here you have it. So let's see. So this is one of the all-overs, just so you could see what the whole thing is going to look like. We have some just colors that go with this collection. One of the other all-overs, so you could get an idea of the whole layout. And another one, this is $49.90. This is $49.89. And then, of course, we have the free project, and that uses the panel right in the center, which is quite beautiful. Again, all the free projects are at www.studioefabrics.net under the free project section. That is Sweet Perfume, and that is a 13 SKU line that ships in January of 2020. So finally, this is the Lightkeepers Quilt. This is by Quiltish of Cape Cod, June Herald. And this is a 12 SKU collection that ships in January of 2020. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, you saw that I visited June and we kind of discussed this line. But she's really an inspiration, and she does a lot. She's in Cape Cod and does a lot with, water and things related to water and fabric. So, I mean, look how awesome this is. Look at this water. It's really so real. And then we have a nice stripe, and then this kind of, I guess this is 1, 2, 3 hexagon design. And then we have little fish bones. And then the lead print is this lovely 24-inch panel with the lighthouse. It's really so amazing and colorful and vibrant and cheery. And then we have the sky. We have the orange sky, which I know all my people out there in the Midwest are going to love this one for the mountains and things like that. And then we have the regular sky. We have some celestial items, stars, and then finally the other color of the water, and then kind of a simple drawing of the lighthouses in blue and white and blue. So you could see that, the blue and white one on the back. And this has, I think June said there were about 7 or 8 different lighthouses, so maybe you'll recognize a lighthouse that's located near where you live. And then we have the water. I mean, look at this movement, and it's just really amazing how she captured that. And then finally, we have the free project, and this free project uses the panel right in the center. So that is the Lightkeepers Quilt. This is by Quiltish of Cape Cod, and it ships in January. I'm getting the sign, so why don't we start with that? So I'm getting the sign. The banner, I have to show you the banner. So this is one of the items that you can make, and they had this mocked up and digitally printed, so I could show you. So check that out, lots of fun. This will blow in the wind in front of your house. This is Truckin' in the USA, another line by Chelsea Design Works. 12 SKU collection, ships January of 2020. And here we go, a nice Americana group. We do great with these lines for Quilts of Valor and just people being patriotic and
loving our country. So here we go. So you have this block print. The blocks are 7 by 7, and then this is 24-inch repeat. You have your little trucks, all your little words with the states, some stars. We have the trucks again, different stars, more names of the states. This is kind of a printed version of the mock-up of the item that I just showed you, and then we have the stripe. You have your just color basics that go with this, and your peppered cottons as well. Coordinate really nicely with the reds and blues and whites. And then this shows you the size of the block, 7 by 7, as I said before. And then here's the project. That was the one I showed you when we started, and I'll show you again. So really cool and fun. Oh, sorry. And then finally, we have a pieced quilt. This is Trucks in the USA, quilt number 1, designed by no other than Heidi Pridemore. So here we go, Trucking in the USA, Chelsea Design Works, ships January 2020. And last but not least, Vineyard by Jeff Allen. This is a 10 SKU collection that ships in December, and this is about none other than wine. Not with an H, with a W-I-N-E. So we have a 24-inch panel to start it off, and look how beautiful with these cobblestones and all the little grapes growing in the trees, and then you have more, this coordinate basic. These are olives, and more grapes, and then you have your scenic, and then you have more grapes, and then you have this little swirly vine, and of course, over here on page 2, you have the peppered cottons that work with this line. So let's see the free projects. So here we have a quilt using the panel, and then we have table mats and placemats and table runners. And that's Vineyard by Jeff Allen. So those are the 13 collections that we're going to be sending to our reps probably around May 1st, and we will also be showing them at Quilt Market. I hope you enjoy them. Please check out our website, www.studioefabrics.net. And that's all for today. Thanks for your time. Have a great day. Bye.